as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
11. Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
No gain on
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
55, check back.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 49.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Love. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Fred Warner in on
no gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It brings up 3rd down.
Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Smith on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, Mostert gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try him now with Mostert. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, here's Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run with Love. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Smith. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to number 80. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
from the gun on third down. Smith, flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Incomplete.
So now on fourth down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground, it's Love. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Smith now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Washington first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Washington.
Smith throwing again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. On second and goal, Smith, the quick slant caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
It's fourth and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Love. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 94 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Lining up for the point after.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just one score. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Let's go, D. 6 down. 6 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Love. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
It'll be he'd love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Here's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got Rome.
That's all you got.
Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, 45 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Look at this, middle of the field, breakaway. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 49er. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are back within a score.
The kick is
and he's got it up and through.
This Washington 17, 49ers 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Danny Johnson returning. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 13. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Returning it, Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And unable to connect. It's incomplete.
Richard Sherman.
And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Dskins45. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a